We
All
good to
right,
go, brother?
good to go. All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you for giving us 30 minutes of your time to hear about an opportunity that can change your financial future. You're going to hear from some amazing people that are just ordinary people that have caught a vision to change their family's future and their own future and people around them. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring on a few different people. The first person I'm going to bring on is Heather Medina. She is a gold executive with the company, and the average income for that rank is about $35,000. She is a former 911 dispatcher, and if you guys have not heard her speak, you are going to find out that she is quite the fireball. So, Heather, would you please unmute yourself and share your story with us and share with us the culture of Zingular?
Absolutely, Stacy. So thank you so much for having me on. You and Melissa both, y'all are just absolutely amazing and incredible. Y'all, about 9 years ago, so I'm 33 now. I was 23 years old when I was introduced to this business model. Of course, we have award-winning products that are going to change your life. Give us 8 days and we are going to transform that. But y'all, as a 23-year-old stay-at-home mom, we were living income or paycheck to paycheck. I knew that I had 30 days to get my products for free, 30 days to return them to corporate, or 30 days to pay off my credit card. In 8 days, of course, I lost the weight. I was feeling better. And my friends, my mentors, Sheila Curtis, Jenna Vincent, told me something that sparked my interest. They said, if you have 4 people get started with you in your first 30 days, you get a quick start bonus. And so I didn't even know anything about this business model, but I knew the products worked. I leveraged my time on social media. And in about 14 days, I had a return on my investment. From there, I knew there were people pouring into me. I was a reclusive stay-at-home mom who had kind of just lost her joy for life. But I knew, I wanted to stay home with my kiddo. I wanted to have time freedom. And being self-employed, we couldn't travel the world. This opportunity does all of that for you. Before, I didn't have a healthy relationship with food. And I didn't believe in myself. There were people, mentors in this company. And that's what's so exciting about this culture is they catch the vision for you before you even see it for yourself. As that 23-year-old, blinders on, I had no idea that I was stepping on something that was my plan B that would become my plan A. Isn't it crazy how when opportunity knocks, there's a bigger purpose in store? 14 days in, I knew this for myself. I knew that we had a gift that allowed freedom and to change and improve the quality of people's lives. I set out with 2 goals from there. First of all, to make sure that people got product results. That was going to happen. We have crafted, like masterfully created a shift in systematic weight loss. We've made it comfortable, but also we can have people a return on their investment in 72 hours, which is so amazing. Right now, my kiddo's over here doing his homework from the table, and I get to be present for all of that stuff. When that plan B became my only plan, I dug in. I knew that I never wanted to go back to a 9-to-5 job that would strip me from being in the pickup line, being present, and actually having the freedom to live the life that I wanted. From there, we are almost 9 years in, and this company, this business model has changed everything. This is a place where we welcome you to a seat at our table. We know there's room at the top for everyone. We invite you to bring creative design. We want you to have a voice of your own. There's no jealousy. It's collaboration versus competition. Literally, our founders of our company said, we have to be kind when other people are not. We have to be the light on the hill. We have to provide inclusiveness and provide a place where people can be comfortable. And that stems from the top of our leadership. Honestly, you are not going to find another business model out there that gives you product results, makes you a walking billboard in just the first 8 days, gives you a return on your investment, close to 72 hours if you want to run and you want to run fast. But we have people getting the cost of their investment back, like I said, in 72 hours, but changing and transforming their life in 90 days with this opportunity. Our culture, honestly, like I mentioned before, you are going to walk in here. You are going to be given a vision. You are going to have more belief in yourself than you ever have had before. And you're also going to have the support of our company that, of course, has an award-winning compensation plan. It is our best product that we have to offer. You are going to come and have a seat where you are welcomed with that creative spirit. And honestly, you are rewarded beyond measure. I'm just a small town Oklahoma girl. I've been to Dubai. I have sealed the trip on Bora Bora. And honestly, that plan B that became my plan A just furnished all the extras in a brand new home for me and my kiddo. So it's limitless potential. I want you to think about that. When was the last time that you came into an opportunity where you could just dream the impossible and make it a reality for you? Right here, we're asking you, you have a blank canvas, come with us, join us, and let that creative mind, Singular, be your home for that creative spirit. Stacy, are you there?
I am. I was having trouble getting myself unmuted. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I love your passion. It goes, and I've seen you grow into that. You mentioned that, and I can remember we were on our Director's Invitational, which is one of the trips you can earn with the company Whiz Out West. And I can remember you then and watching the transformation that you've become now. And this company it's not only helped you do things financially, but it's also helped you to grow into yourself and get a lot of personal growth in. And guys, that's what it's about. We are about helping you grow in many ways. And I'm so glad I've got to see that out of you, because you have become a little fireball. Love your passion. And thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Stacy, thank you so much.
You're welcome. So next up is Bria Loft. She is a gold manager with us. That average income is about $1,500 a month. And she is super, super busy. She is a midwife and she is constantly on call. So if you're someone that says, I'm too busy for this, that I don't have time for this, she is probably one of the most busiest people out there and is very, very successful. So Brianna, if you would, please come on and share your story for us.
Hi, everybody. I'm coming to you from Tennessee. I am honored to be in this group of high achieving friends, I would call them, because I've met every one of them and they're all real. I have a different story because I really wasn't looking for a business. I have a very successful medical career delivering babies in the hospital. I've been doing that for about 25 years. And I loved it. Notice I say loved, because I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else but that. That's something I feel like I was called to do until I'm called to do something different. So I was looking for health as well, taking care of everybody else but myself. So I was able to get healthy and lose 90 pounds. And obviously everybody noticed. So they wanted to know what I was doing. And so I helped many people get healthy and lose weight on themselves. I coached them to do that. And I was kind of just doing it on the side, like, okay, I'll tell you what's going on. And yes, it is limitless. The earning potential, the trips, the culture, all of it is amazing. But it starts with little things, little confirmations that this can do big things. For instance, just paying for my son's soccer club fees. If anybody has children that do activities, you know how expensive it can be. I would have to make little payments, call the team mom and say, hey, I'm making this payment today. I promise I'll pay the rest in a couple of weeks when I get paid. Now I just pay the whole thing up front. We have him in a private school. We're able to pay his school tuition. Buying a brand new big house is definitely on the horizon for me, but it starts with little tangible things, making a car payment, being all cut up in your bills or being ahead on your bills. And honestly, it just gives me hope for the future. There's got to be something else than working multiple hours for somebody else, missing out on my kids and now my grandkids. We have our 4th grandchild on the way. I want to be there anytime I want to be there. I want it to be my choice. I don't want to have to ask somebody to have that time off. A brief example is my daughter, Corey, who is also in the business with me. She is due to have her baby in December. I've had to ask to be off. I've been denied a couple of days when I need to be there with her. So I'm definitely, that is fuel to my fire to continue helping people. And I know the sky's the limit. This is an amazing business. You are changing lives. You're having hope for yourself, for your future, and you're also giving other people hope for their future.
Thank you, Bria. And one of the things you talked about there, creating your exit strategy using Zingular, that's something I did here recently, retiring from the police department back in June. And you never realize how much time you're doing things for other people. What I mean is going to work and stuff and having to ask permission to go do some of the simple things that we should be able to go do, go to appointments with family members. For me, it's, being able to go pick up my grandson from school, being able to do whatever I need to do without asking permission to take a day off work here or there, to take a week off for vacation. And this opportunity allows you to create that exit strategy to do all that. So I'm glad that you've got that vision that this is going to be your exit strategy to open up that time freedom for your life. So thank you for joining us tonight and sharing. So next up is Jana Dyer. She is an ambassador with us, and many of y'all may not know what that means, but just to break it down, that average income per month is $96,000. That's a month, not a year. So you can see the income opportunity with us is really huge. So Jana Dyer has been with us for a long time. She is one of the biggest hearted people that I know. She is one that anytime you need anything and she can help you, she's like right there. She's first in line, volunteering, saying, yep, I'm here to help. Great trainer, great supporter. And Jana, if you would please come in and talk to us about the financial freedom of Zingular.
Thank you so much, Stacy, for that amazing introduction. And as you said that income, I was like, who is he even talking about? Because when I got started, I'm Jana Dyer. I'm a ranch wife, a rodeo mom, former dental hygienist, and I literally live in a town that the population is 100, including guns and dogs. And so I'm nothing special. And a little over a decade ago, you guys, one of my best friends came to me and she said, Jana, oh my gosh, you need to take a look at this. This is going to be big. And at the time, my kids were 8 and 12. I was working full time in dental hygiene. And I loved where I was at, and I was making a really good income and life was good. I wanted to support my friend. I did get started on the products. Even though I said no thank you to the business, I was watching her, and here's what happened. I got started on the products, and within the first few days, I thought, we've got a winner here. This is for the masses. People can see and feel this immediately. And they say, find a problem that 7 out of people have and solve it better than anybody in the room. And I was like, wow, my friend's going to do good. But I was watching her, and some things happened in our life financially. And this is what happened. A dentist came and bought the practice out, and my wages were cut in half. And my husband had to close his doors on his business. And it was like, oh my gosh, my kids are 8 and 12. And one of the reasons I said no up front to the business is because I had no time, you guys. 8 and 12, we lived 20 minutes from anywhere. When I wasn't working, gone from home 12 hours a day, I was shuffling them around, and I just couldn't wrap my brain around, what are we going to do financially? I can't work more hours, and I can't go back to school to learn how to become a dentist. And so here was my friend that had told me about this, that I was watching, and she had 7 kids. And she was making $2,000 a month on the side. That was huge. And I knew her life was chaotic like mine. And I said, listen, I want to do this. I don't have time to figure it out. Just tell me what to do, because I want what you have. And $2,000 a month was the pot of gold at the end of my rainbow, you guys. And so that first month, I believe my check was $353. And that gave me hope. And one of the first things it allowed us to do, after working intentionally in the nooks and crannies, because I'm a realist, and I never want to give off the impression that this is easy money, but it's money that's real and it's worthwhile, but you have to work at it. So I worked in the nooks and crannies, and I think it was like one of the first things we were able to do was pay our truck off 7 months early. But the best part of what happened within 18 months is I brought my husband home, replaced his income, and he was able to homeschool one of our children that desperately needed out of public school, and probably saved his life. And that was my driving force in the beginning. That was huge. It was like 5 years in, working in the nooks and crannies, I was able to go 3 days a week as a dental hygienist. But 5 years in, I actually walked away from that career because my income was singular after consistently showing up every day for 5 years, was actually twice as much as the dentist that I was working for. And I'm not saying that to toot my horn, but you guys, where else can you go and do a side business and treat it literally like a part-time job and show up and make twice as much as the dentist? That's just insane what we have over here, this gift. And it's not always about the money, it's who I became along the way. I was, became a more confident person, and I'm not the same person. I've grown, and just being in a community of people that want to see you win and encourage you and lift you up. There's so much personal growth that goes on here, you guys, in community. And when I got started, one of the things that attracted me to this company was the passport program and the ability to travel for free, because I always had this dream in my head about taking my kids places to experience it rather than, read it out of a book. And I am all about experiences. And so prior to Singular, I remember taking our kids to Great Wolf Lodge, and we took them out of school to go during the week because it was less expensive. And we went in the middle of winter, because we had to go then because it was my husband's slow time. So we did all this stuff, to save money. And that was like that was our big vacation is, 2 nights at Great Wolf Lodge. And I loved it. It was awesome. I'm not taking that away, but because of this income opportunity, and because you win free travel for yourself and a +1, I was able to take my whole family on a Caribbean cruise, and my kids had never seen the ocean before. And so a lot of times you're like, oh, you're doing this to your kids. No, I was doing it for them so they could have experiences. Took my daughter as my +1 to Dubai when she was 16, to experience other cultures and just to places that I never even imagined I would be able to go. But the cool thing is, it's, that money amount is equivalent to how many lives we've been able to change. We have an extremely incredible product, or the math would not add up if you didn't have a powerful product. And we have a gracious compensation plan with the best passport program in the industry. And so we've been able to give more to our church. One of the things we were able to do is our church wanted to expand, and we needed land, and we were just able to write a check for the land to sow into God's kingdom. And it's almost like when you don't have money, it becomes more of an idol, and you're constantly thinking about it, than when you do. And money doesn't change you; it just makes you more of who you already are. And I was a big giver, so now I get to give even bigger. Just gave my daughter her dream wedding that never would have happened. We call it, the Singular wedding, and had both my kids are going to be able to walk away with completely minimal debt. Yes, I could pay it all off, but they're having some skin in the game, but they could choose any college that they wanted to go to. So, and the thing I love about this is it's legacy money. In dentistry, I made great money, but when I passed away, the income stopped coming in. And with this kind of business model, you can actually, it's a legacy. You can build a legacy for your kids that even when I pass away, the income is still going to be coming in. And so if you're on the fence, just ask yourself, what if? And why not me? Why not me? And maybe it's not to do what we're doing. Maybe, life-changing is $1,000 a month, which is huge. where else can you go to do that and grow as a person, be a part of a great community, and have the chance to travel for free? So thank you for having me on here. It's a blessing and an honor. And I hope you all give yourself the opportunity to at least explore this more. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jana. I don't think I've heard your full story like that. So I'm, as much as we've talked, I don't think I've heard it all. And, you hit on the things that really are important in everyone's life. Being able to do things with your family, doing the experiences, making the memories with your family, and also being able to give back. That is so important and so humbling that you are able to be in a position to where you can help your church out and help other people out financially and your kids. So that's what Singular gives. I mean, this is what we provide for people to do, is to make the memories with the ones they love and have the financial freedom and the financial backing to do the extra things that they want and like to do with this extra income. I know Cynthia Evans, she always says, what would you like, or what can you not do or have by doing what you're doing right now? And whatever that is, we can provide that. We can do that. So thank you so much for sharing. Melissa Adams, I am going to bring you on to close us out. Let me introduce Melissa Adams to you guys. She is, I mean, oh my gosh, I don't know how to describe her. She has such a big heart to when, if you don't believe in yourself, she's going to, and she will pump the believability in you like you've never had it to you before. She is one of our top leaders in the company. She does so much for everyone, not just her own team, but she truly has that community culture mindset, that family mindset that says, we're all in this together, and I'm going to help out everyone that I can help out. Doesn't matter if it directly benefits me or not. If I can help someone, I'm helping them out. So Melissa Adamson, if you would unmute yourself and close us out tonight.
Well, thank you so much, Stacy. And I'm so thankful to have you as my accountability partner, my business partner, my brother. And thank you to Jana, and thank you to Heather, and thank you to Bria for coming in and spending your time to pour into these other people. And these are real people that it's just, the thing that amazes me the most is they've got real stories. They're real people. They are ordinary people doing extraordinary thing. And I'm here to tell you right now that they are not doing anything that you cannot do. So you need to believe that. I've been here for 6 years, a little bit over 6 years. I came from corporate America. I was working 60 hours a week, traveling 3 to 4 days a week, had a stress level of about 15. I found a way to fit this in the nooks and crannies of my day. And just after a few months, I was using my referral income to pay my car payment. It kept growing, and in just 2 years, I was able to walk away from a corporate America job that I had spent 25 years of hard work and experience at 46 years old. And I just turned 50 this year, and mind blowing as it is, we are debt free, and we just bought property. We're building our dream house. And my favorite part of this is helping other people do the same thing. So I want to tell you a few things just real quick. That's just, it's mind-blowing to me. So I'm sure it will be to you too. 97% of US households are in debt. 80% of US adults live paycheck to paycheck. The average debt in a US household is $100,000. And I heard a few weeks ago that after 2034, the year 2034, there will be no more Social Security. Who has a plan B out there? Having a plan B will take so much stress off of you and your family. It could be $500 extra to pay for groceries or a car payment. Christmas is coming up. I mean, how many of us have to charge Christmas on our credit cards? What about paying off your credit cards, starting a savings account with actual money in it? It could be getting out of debt, home upgrades, wedding, college, retirement income, and it could change your financial future. And like Jana said, the money is the money's great, but what the money gives you is my favorite thing. The money gives me time. It gives me time freedom. And that is priceless. And when I was younger and my daughter was born, I was a working mom, and I missed things that I will never get back. I missed her first words because I was at work. I missed her first steps. I missed her first day of school, hearing about her day when she got home every afternoon, being a room mom, being able to go on field trips with her. By the time she got to high school, I was traveling 3 to 4 days a week, and my job was even more demanding. So I missed those days coming home when she came home from school, and just listening to the things and being there and being present when she needed me. And if I can just help one mom or one parent be able to spend more time making memories with those that matter the most instead of spending the most time with their coworkers, then I feel like I've made a difference. And I want everybody to be able to give their family the best of what you have instead of coming home after a hard day of work and give them what's left of you. Money isn't everything, but it sure does give you the liberties to spend your time doing what you want and with who you want to do it with. And I want everybody to ask yourself, why not you? Why not you? You only have to take one step by yourself, and that's saying yes. And after that, we will lock arms with you and give you everything you need to do the same things that Stacy and Heather and Jana and Bria and myself have done. Don't settle for mediocrity in your life. You're one decision away tonight from the greatness God has put right in front of you. You're not here by accident. I want you to message the person that invited you to this right now and tell them, yes, you are in. You want something more. If you're already a customer and using our Zingular products, message your coach and tell them you want to share and you want to make a difference and be a light in this world. Don't let fear stop you and keep you in the same place that you've always been. This is yours for the taking. Have the courage to stop living vicariously through somebody else and make your own dreams become a reality. Have the faith to know that you're worthy of that life. We love you. We want you to connect with us. Good night, you guys.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining. God bless.